So you're looking for a super cheap tempered glass case? Well, the Cougar MX330-G might be exactly what you're looking for. So to save both you and I time, I'm going to go through the pros and cons of this case as fast as possible. As I said before, it is very cheap. I picked up mine for $40, which puts it very close to being one of the cheapest tempered glass options right now. So it supports a full-length ATX motherboard, but I would bear in mind that the clearance was mere millimeters, so you don't have a lot of wiggle room. Build quality is a mixed bag. The metal is very light and flimsy, but not to the point where I wouldn't recommend the case. It's just not the sturdiest case I've ever seen. It's much thinner than cases you're used to, only being 7 inches wide. If you look at the product page, it claims only to support two 120mm fans in the front, but with a little bit of creativity and some zip ties, you can easily make a third fan fit with no rattling noise. It has a movable hard drive cage to adjust for modular and non-modular power supplies. Its SSD layout, which is mounted to the back of the motherboard tray, is not particularly great, having both the SATA cable ports sticking out towards the cable management holes, which doesn't allow for a lot of room, and you can't reverse it because then the SATA cables will be pointing directly towards the edge of the case and there's no room to plug in the cables. So I'm not very scientific about my thermal testing. Building the system outside of the case and building the system inside the case showed no real noticeable difference in the thermals, so that's a thumbs up in my book. So one thing that's worth mentioning before I get to my conclusion is there's a lot of different variants with the MX330. There's one with acrylic, there's one with a metal side panel, and there's one with a tempered glass side panel. So just make sure you know what you're ordering when you order the case. So overall, do I recommend the Cougar MX330-G? Honestly, yes, I have no issues with it. It's a cheap case made for budget builds. It looks nice. It checks all the boxes that I needed. I was mainly, when ordering this case, looking for a cheap tempered glass option that would appease people that want that stylish tempered glass look and appease my wallet with not having to spend $80+ on a case that's just a box with some glass. So if you have any more comments about the case, shoot me a comment down below. I will be happy to answer it. If there is any information in the video that you found useful, I'd appreciate a nice little click on that like button if you could be so inclined, and I hope you have a wonderful day.